money's worth, the show that focuses on value. I'm Judith West, and our guest today is Rosen, U.S. Representative for Blacksocks. Blacksocks?
Blacksocks.
Blacksocks. Okay. For a minute, I was afraid to say it. So let's hold up some black socks. These are in the package here. So is this a black socks? I think I'll take this out of here. It's men's socks. While I'm opening this up and holding it up, you tell us the concept.
So Blacksocks was founded in 1999, right before the internet boom, by a young
hold it up
Swiss
so while you're talking.
Entrepreneur named Sammy Lichty. And
hold it up for the camera.
Was in a meeting with Japanese businessmen, and he was invited to a tea ceremony after, and he ran home and he put a suit on and he went into the meeting and took off his shoes. And he had 2 different color socks on.
Oh, wow.
And so he said
I thought you were going to say he had socks with holes in them.
So he was focusing, he couldn't focus on anything but these socks and trying to hide his feet. Anyway, the story comes from, a mishap, and so he decided to start a company that cured men's socks problems.
Okay, so he had he had his own socks woes.
He had his own socks, and he combined that with the internet.
Right.
So what can you do to make buying socks fun?
Okay, so the founder of this company went to a business meeting in Japan, and his socks had holes in them or mismatched, and as a result, an idea was sprung for selling socks. And I think you call it a sockscription.
That's right.
A subscription to
yes.
socks. So is it like a magazine? You get a pair a month or something?
So the basic sockscription, you can choose, but the basic one is 3 pair, come 3 times a year. So just when you lost that sock or your sock started to fray a little bit, voila.
Okay, so let's go. So let's go slow.
Okay.
This is another, the shorty or whatever this thing is called. What do you wear this with? A loafer
socks.
or a topsider?
Yeah. Or for sneakers or they're athletic socks.
Okay, you guys have to fight the vogue to wear no socks these days. You have to with sexy socks. Okay, so all the socks are black?
We have 5 different styles. They're all black.
All black,
again,
and all men?
All men, although we have women customers because we carry them in small sizes. And we have the knee sock that you have there, the sport.
Right.
Then we have calf sock, which is our most popular.
Exactly.
And we have a business light, a little finer. And then we have cashmere.
And then you have cashmere.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we know the business model.
Right, right.
And you are global.
Right.
Right.
We are in 75 countries.
And how many subscribers?
50,000.
50,000 men or
mostly men, right.
It's actually be a good gift, a woman to a man.
Absolutely, right.
Having a sockscription. I'm titillated by the concept of how you and your company, or you and the founder of the company, took what is decidedly a pretty mundane, pretty unexciting concept, black men's over-the-calf socks, and turned it into a fun internet business. I mean, there's the trick.
The basic reason why it works is because people are busy. Buying socks, as you said, is mundane as it gets. Right. There is really nothing interesting.
Boring.
Right, right. I mean, I personally found this company to bring it to the U.S. because I would rather order something online that I know it's not a fancy item or it's not
But it's like a commodity. This is utilitarian.
But you want it to be good quality. Their socks are made in Italy.
And comfortable.
And comfortable and long-lasting relatively. And they're not super expensive, but they're not cheap either. They're, as I said, they're high quality. So I would rather, if I could, buy something online than walk across the street to a store, even if living in Manhattan, to get something like that.
Now, do men usually do this for themselves? They like the idea.
Surprisingly, the younger men do because they're
always on the computer.
They're always on the computer. They're comfortable with the computer.
Right.
But we have customers of we have people find us Oh, maybe the older ones will call and ask a few questions.
Well, I have heard, to tell you the truth, I think I read about your company in the paper, which is how I get most of my guests, but I heard someone at a club that my husband belongs to. I'm not even a member. I was a guest, and I heard and talking about it the South, and I'm and my ears caught up about it, and then I think I looked up, I read about you. And I was, it's quirky. It's a very quirky niche.
It's quirky, and you have to have fun with it because, as you said, nothing is, So we say, be careful with your socks. Keep them from sharp edges, or all the literature, that it comes with it.
If you sleep out or something, don't leave one someplace.
Right. I mean, it's like it's like you have to have fun with it. You only have their customer. It comes in a very cool box.
Right. Okay. Well, no.
And it, as I said, it works. Now it's a service first, and it's buying socks second.
Okay, so it's taking something that I want to get into this internet concept. It's a very cute box, like a portfolio box. I like the whole back of it. I mean, I could see somebody taking this box after they get their socks out. I would, putting my papers in it and carrying it under my arm.
It's a cool box, right?
There's something that's commoditized, something's commodity, and you've got it on the internet, and yet you are able to develop a human connection with people. How is that done?
Again, it's with each box comes a letter. Your sock woes are over. You're closer to a sock worry-free life, and it's subtle, but it's a little bit memorable. It's not over the top, and customer service, of course, is key.
And they're reliable. They're on time. They wear well.
And if there's a problem, there's an 800 number. And in the United States, people even have higher demands when it comes to when's my shipment coming.
How many pairs again is a subscription?
You can choose, but usually it's three.
Usual, what's the average?
Three pair come every 4 months.
So it's a dozen pair.
3 pair come 3 times, so it's
okay.
9.
9 pair,
right?
9 pair for $90.
Now here's the other good thing: shipping and tax is included in all the prices.
Oh, that's
so whether you buy 1 pair a trial, or if you buy a subscription, or if you buy a 10-pack, and it doesn't matter if you're in California or New York or in Canada, it's all included.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you have other things going for it too. It's kind of a universal thing. A guy 25 can use it. A guy 85 can use it. I mean,
the good news is everybody wears socks.
The good news is everybody wears socks,
the other thing
especially in the winter.
It's a simple, streamlined concept. So about 5 years ago, customers said to us, "We love your socks. We love your product. It's very high quality. Can you give us something else?" So we added a line of underwear, men's underwear.
Oh, really?
Again,
not all in black, I hope.
Well, that's going to say very streamlined. Black, white, and gray.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it. Okay.
So actually, if you have less choices, you're more prone to buy.
Oh, yeah.
There's been one study after another. If you have 12 choices, you're not going to buy as much as if you only have 5 choices. There's been like all kinds of studies on that. So it goes along, and plus men don't really like, men don't like to shop. They don't like to shop.
And also, again, you're sticking with very basic kind of stuff. But I'm interested again. I just want to talk about it a little bit more for all of us listening to, how to make money, how to do business in this new age of internet, where you can't just put it out there on the counter and expect people to walk in and get it.
There's a lot of different things.
How do you get people to find you?
Well,
once they find you, I understand that you treat them well.
So there's the
but
whole
how
world
do you get them to find you?
That's the big challenge. There's a whole world of Google, and you have to figure out Google AdWords, and you partner, there's marketing partnerships to do. Yeah. I have a public relations firm, so I use a lot of my media savvy and talk about the business and the quirkiness, and so that's obviously very helpful. But you have to be all out there. We have a Facebook page, we have a Twitter feed. There's never, you can work on it all and then you get referrals, and the more people that do it, the more.
Laurie, the concepts that you have used to build this business and to build a subscription list and to build consumers with the internet, are those concepts transferable to any other products?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But after all, we have an audience here that listens for getting your money's worth.
Right, right.
And you and you're the expert for the moment on this.
I mean, whether you're online or in a store, retail, obviously you have to do value is what people want.
And that's why
right. So we do take a lot of pride, and I'm sure anybody starting a business
in the quality.
You can't deliver. You have to deliver quality socks because they're not going to repeat if they, if you don't. So that's sort of basic, and you have to, again, there's a lot to do with navigation for when you're setting up your site. You want to make sure it's easy, and you want to make sure it works.
It's customer friendly.
People aren't customer friendly for sure. People.
I'm surprised that sometimes when I want to buy something, it's
God.
like torture. I say, I'll forget about it. I'll do without it.
And you're the majority. And
I'm just, I'm done. I disconnect.
That is what you have to spend a lot of time on. Now, the good news is that technology, the price of technology and the price of entry is low. So you don't have to build
And also the good news is, too, if you develop a customer and you do the right thing with your customer, the shorty, or what do you call this, the mid-calf?
That's the over-the-knee.
This is the over-the-knee.
Yeah.
Is that popular? Oh, this is like with, what is
Not
this?
as popular. The calf
what is
socks
this, like with the Bermuda shorts or something?
No.
What do you wear this with?
Could,
Where do you wear this over the knee?
A lot of men prefer knee socks.
Their knee. With trouser? With trouser?
Yes. It's very funny. But our calf socks are the most popular. We
over the
hit
calf.
1 million.
Does anybody buy black ankle socks?
Of course.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
There's preferences, and of course, the elite customer buys our cashmere socks, which are beautiful.
How much is the cashmere sock?
$27.
Wow. How long do they? What's the shelf life of cashmere socks?
Forever.
Forever.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, back to the internet business. It's fun because it's challenging and there's a lot to do with it. And with social media and all the other tools.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I could see where you could have, a Blacksocks club or something. People go to a cocktail party.
Right.
Oh, where'd you get your socks? Where'd you get your socks? Black socks, black socks.
Right.
I mean, it's really taking. I have to say, you're a founder and you deserve credit. Taking again, I'm going back to a very basic concept and giving it a clever spin. And I suppose once you do the right thing and you get started, you develop a certain kind of customer loyalty.
And a reputation.
Yeah.
Now, one of our icons is this butler serving your socks.
Oh.
And that's, throughout our
kind
site.
of fun.
Yes, very elegant. Champagne bottle. I mean, we have a lot of thought goes into your image and your customer. And, when people look and they get a smile, that's what you want. So that's the human connection.
But let me ask you something. Is this something, does everybody need new socks every year?
Believe it or not, that's a good question. Our average customer stays 4 years, and that's 36 pair. And the reason why he leaves is 36, that should last. But we have customers dating back. I look in their lists and I think,
well, in my house, I think we have 36 pair. By the time the years are up, we'd have 32. We'd have about 18 pair if they all match, bashing up the singles. I don't know. I never can figure out yet, Lori. Maybe that's one of the things you can do is what happens to these socks when they go into the washing machine, why they never come out the same number that goes in.
I don't think anybody can
do
that, right?
Anyway, I think it's a very good concept.
Thank you.
I'm happy that you came on and talked about it. And thanks for being on the show. Good luck.
Pleasure.
I'm going to sign my husband up.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thanks for watching Getting Your Money's Worth. I'm Judith West.